Welcome back and watch this heartwarming reunion. A retired military dog is finally reunited with his former Army handler after spending nearly 3 years apart. The two were separated after Staff Sergeant Peyton May was reassigned to a new base in Texas after serving 9 months together in Iraq. Staff Sergeant Peyton May and his dog Jacob join us now, and I would say Jacob loves you a pretty good bit just by seeing how you guys are sitting there. Tell us about the story. This is so awesome.
Okay, so originally I joined the Army in 2017 as a 11 Bravo infantryman, and then that's when I was going to get out the Army in 2019, and then that's when I reclassed to be a 31 kilo military working dog handler. So I got to Fort Drum in 2020, and then that's when I met this little fella. When I first met him, he was a little bit of a wild boy, a little antsy because he was anxiety ridden, but he was like well driven to work. That's what me and him got along most with, is his work ethic, and I kind of worked into that, and we kind of bonded over that. So we certified back in December of 2020, and then later, but 6 months later, we went to Iraq. We deployed there for 9 months. And over that time, we just built that bond, that strong bond, because over 9 months we saw each other 24/7, spending day in, day out, waking up to him, going to sleep with him, just learning all of his little quirks and everything like that. And then, yeah, so after that 9 months, we got back. I learned I was going to Lackland Air Force Base, where I'm at now. And then, yeah, I've been bothering them ever since to give me my dog. They've been keeping in touch with me, making sure that I'm up to date with them, making sure, hey, we're trying to get them out, and then eventually, back in October last month, that's when they finally reached out to me, like, hey, he's ready to go home. And then that's why I reached out to American Humane. They helped me get him home, and they were really helpful throughout that process. And then now look where he is. He's in my lap.
Yeah, real quick, is there a formal process that the Army has for you to do this request to get him once he retires, or did you just have to figure it out on your own?
So I had to it's like one of those things where, like, hey, if you can come get him, but if not, I mean, you have to find other resources, and that's pretty much how it goes. Like, if you're able to come get him, it's got like a figure out on your own or something. And then, yeah, I had leadership help me out, like prior leadership. They kind of reached out and like, hey, here's some resources. And I actually had a buddy that I reached out to actually use American Humane to help me out. So, yeah, it's kind of like a fend for yourself kind of thing. But at the same time, if you know the right people, they'll get you to the right places.
You know, Sergeant May, I think you and Jacob are a great story. I think you two should advocate for a formal process for this so that the next Sergeant May doesn't have to fend for himself, because this is really the way it should be done. You both served honorably, and it really does warm our hearts to see you two together. Thank you for your service. To both of you, Merry Christmas, and thanks for joining us.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for your support, sir. Y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. God bless you. All right, y'all. More Fox and Friends. Just